It's been another crazy day. Wouldn't have it any other way. But dinner's not quite done till we had a little fun.
Ooh, breadsticks!
Pillsbury bakes them up hot and fresh with Parmesan or garlic. 10 breadsticks all ready for spaghetti.
Now dinner comes alive. Dip in, swirl in, give 'em a high five. My heart to yours.
As a little girl, America's Hannah Hardaway was a gymnast, twisting, turning, and tumbling through the air. When she was 11, she discovered freestyle mogul skiing, and 7 years later, she was junior world champion. Now Hannah will try to twist and turn her way to Olympic gold. The Olympics return to America, Friday on NBC.
Later on The Tonight Show, Jay will try to keep the collateral damage to a minimum when Arnold Schwarzenegger barges in. Plus, tunes from Kylie Minogue. Jay just can't get her out of his head. Your local news is next.
He says he's married to a famous actress, but she's afraid for her life. It's a case that has Hollywood talking tonight.
Also exclusive, a local teacher tells of the terror when a car rammed into her and several students.
The news is next.
Maybe it was her mother who smoked. Maybe it was her father who smoked. Does it really matter who smoked? If you or someone you love is pregnant, don't smoke. And if you need help quitting, call 1-800-KIDS-025.
Blues, commercial-free, beyond AM, beyond FM, XM, satellite radio. Available at your local electronics store.
Live from NBC4. This is the Channel 4 News at 11.
And good evening, everybody. A desperate search for a little girl who has disappeared without a trace.
Police tonight now believe that 7-year-old Danielle Van Dam was kidnapped from inside her bedroom in San Diego. The last time anyone saw little Danielle was in her own room in her own house last Friday night when her father tucked her in. Tonight it seems she has disappeared. Channel 4's Chuck Henry live in San Diego with more. Chuck?
Well, Colleen, directly behind me is the home of the missing girl. Then you see a card table with the small teddy bears on. That also has messages of condolences from neighborhood children. Now, if there is a lesson to be learned in all of this, and it is a sad one indeed, that is if parents go out and don't return till very early in the morning and then they find the doors ajar to the home, it's probably a good idea to go into their small children's bedroom and just make sure that they're tucked away safely. Officially, this has been classified as an abduction tonight as candles burn in front of the home where purple ribbons are tied to trees. There are messages from parents and other children in this northern San Diego neighborhood as the search continues for little 7-year-old Danielle Van Dam for the third consecutive night. There are about 50 or so homes in this neighborhood that investigators want to go door to door tonight to check out. And to aid them in that, they've brought in the canine unit.
She goes to sleep on her own every night, and she was all cuddled up in her blankets with her babies.
David Van Dam, Danielle's father, says he put the little girl to bed around 9:30. Then he had some drinks, went to bed himself. His wife came home around 2:30 a.m. after partying with friends and noticed that the side gate and the sliding glass door to their home were both open. She closed them, then went to bed without checking on her daughter. That was Friday night. Saturday morning around 10 a.m., both parents noticed that their daughter was gone. Tonight, 3 days later, police and the FBI are handling this as a kidnapping. Both parents have taken polygraph tests, and authorities are not ruling anyone out as suspects.
We're cooperating as much as we can, and we did take a lie detector test.
All right, and so the search continues and will continue, and the police remain on the scene. There's about 150 homes in this subdivision. They want to check them all out. Reporting live from northern San Diego County, I'm Chuck Henry. Back to you.
All right, Chuck, thanks a lot. There was another dangerous high-speed police pursuit through Southern California tonight. Underlined the word dangerous. This one reaching speeds of 120 miles an hour as it went. It began about 8 p.m. in Fontana, and it ended a little more than an hour later, way up there on the Grapevine. That's where Channel 4's Beverly White is live right now with details. Beverly.
That's right, Paul. The chase involving the California Highway Patrol, as you indicated, started in Fontana, that is, when police tailed a teenager who they say had been speeding on surface streets. But that's when the chase got interesting, and it was nothing compared to the pace he maintained for the next 90 minutes, with speeds ranging from 40 miles an hour to 120 miles an hour. Northbound on the 5 freeway around the 118 is where you're going to see him zigzag from the left lane to the right lane. He's going to thread the needle while nearly clipping some cars and even a school bus. Now, the CHP confirms that he never struck anybody, but he came dangerously close and he scared plenty of people. Now, it ended peacefully. That's the dramatic conclusion, or what could have been a dramatic conclusion. He came out of his car without any further incident on the I-5 freeway between Castaic and Pyramid Lakes. And the 17-year-old from Rancho Cucamonga has now been taken into custody. He is under arrest, facing charges of, among other things, felony evading. His Chevy GL Prism has been impounded, and once again, the young man is in police custody. The CHP claims the boy told them that he has a brain tumor and that he even threatened suicide, but all that is under investigation, even as we speak. Reporting live in Castaic, I'm Beverly White, Channel 4 News.
All right, Beverly, the trial is set for tomorrow for a man accused of breaking into a house because he thought it belonged to actress Meg Ryan. In a local courtroom today, Ryan won a restraining order against a man who was allegedly stalking her. Here is the man in question, 30-year-old John Michael Hughes. Prosecutors say he broke into a Malibu home last month, apparently thinking that it was Meg Ryan's house. He claims that he is married to her. He was described in court today as extremely delusional. Channel 4's Patrick Healy is live in Westwood with more on this case and how celebrities deal with potential stalkers. Patrick.
Colleen, Paul, it's become a Hollywood reality. If you want to be an actor, you need a manager and a publicist. When you become a celebrity, add a security consultant. Tonight, a showbiz staple, a movie premiere in Westwood, complete with red carpet. But the cultivation of celebrityhood can cut both ways.
It becomes a real hard problem for security people, because what they're trying to do is eliminate exposure, and managers and people that are in the industry want maximum exposure. So
23 years with the Secret Service, Ronald Williams has protected a pope and 5 presidents. Now his talent company offers protection to corporate executives and celebrities that have included John Travolta and Tom Cruise, and it's a busy business. In Santa Monica, Meg Ryan's attorney obtained a restraining order against the allegedly obsessive John Michael Hughes. Williams is not involved in that matter, but offers this observation.
Frequently, stalkers become so transfixed and so obsessed that a TRO is just a piece of paper.
Meantime, back at the premiere, a Schwarzenegger action flick, lots of tough talk from the guys.
All Meg need to do is call her little brother named Tiny, and believe me, I can make terrorist people cry.
But here, the guys also have the benefit of security protection. Hughes is being prosecuted for only a misdemeanor, so that even if he is convicted on top of the Texas conviction last year, he would be out of custody in no more than 6 months. Reporting live from Westwood, Patrick Healy, Channel 4 News.
The world still awaiting further word tonight about the fate of kidnapped Wall Street Journal reporter Daniel Pearl. Tonight, both his wife and his employer have stepped up their appeals to his apparent captors in Pakistan. Pearl's wife, Marianne, 6 months pregnant with the couple's first child, made an appeal on British television today, offering to take her husband's place. "Take me," she said today. "I'm ready." In the meantime, the Wall Street Journal published a full street ad. In it, the managing editor addressed the kidnappers saying, and I quote, "I have not heard from you for several days. I want to begin a dialogue that will address your concerns and bring about Danny's safe release," close quote. At this hour tonight, still no confirmation on whether or not Pearl is dead or alive.
Turning now to the war against terrorism, here are the latest developments tonight. President Bush is pushing for a huge increase in defense spending this year, the biggest boost for the military in 20 years. A report tonight that 2 rival Afghan warlords may end their power struggle, which has disrupted peace there. And a lawmaker in Norway says tonight that President Bush and British Prime Minister Tony Blair should both be considered for a Nobel Peace Prize.
A lawyer for embattled former Enron chairman Kenneth Lay is refusing to accept that congressional subpoena tonight, partly because he says he doesn't know where Kenneth Lay is. Lay resigned as Enron CEO 2 weeks ago. Today, he also resigned from the company's board of directors. And today, he was a no-show on Capitol Hill. Lay was to have been there, the star witness in congressional hearings this week, but he backed out last night. His lawyer saying it's become more of a trial than an inquiry. That's why he wasn't there. The Senate Commerce Committee is scheduled to vote tomorrow on a subpoena to force Lay's appearance.
They're elusive, they're dangerous, and they could be living near you.
I'm Chris Schaubel live at the Van Nuys Airport. This fence will not stop foreign terrorists from getting access to U.S. planes and then potentially using them as weapons. Details coming up.
Stuck with nowhere to go. We'll show you the daring rescue to save these Southland hikers.
Also trapped under a runaway car. Tonight, this local music teacher talks only on 4 about that tragic day on a Southland campus. Plus this.
And hello from Salt Lake City. We'll take you on a behind-the-scenes tour of the Olympic Nerve Center, where you will meet this man and find out what's on his head. Fritz.
Very fashionable winter attire there, Freddie. It's a Santa Ana wind making us warm and sunny, and they're gusting up tonight. Wind advisories, all to be talked about in my 5-day AccuWeather forecast coming right up. Join us then.
You're watching the Channel 4 News at 11 with Paul Moyer, Colleen Williams, Fritz Coleman AccuWeather, and Fred Rogan Sports.
Later on an all-new Tonight Show, Jay busts Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You were getting a pedicure?
Plus headlines.
Adam City star smells title.
And Friday, after the opening ceremony, Jay's late-night Olympic coverage begins. Then on Conan, Tim Robbins, NBC Tonight.
Here's a great excuse for some weekend getaways. The SeaWorld Fun Card. It lets you visit SeaWorld again, again, and again. Yet it costs the same as a single day's admission. Just $42.95. Better keep your bags packed because you pay once and come back the rest of the year on us. Better hurry. This offer won't last. The SeaWorld Fun Card. Real value, real simple, real fun. Call toll-free 1-866-SHAMU-FUN.
Where does Richard Riordan really stand on a woman's right to choose? He's contributed thousands to anti-choice candidates as recently as 2001. He was the national chair who raised $500,000 to put right-wing Judge Robert Bork on the Supreme Court. Bork wanted to overturn Roe v. Wade. Riordan funded Americans United for Life, the legal arm of the anti-choice movement. He funded the Right to Life League that blocked clinics and opposes abortion under all circumstances. Riordan, is this a record we can trust?
In a perfect world, you could eat all the donuts you want. Until then, Nike workout pants, $28.50 at Mervyn's entire stock sale, now through Saturday. Save store-wide on the brands you want most, like Nike. Mervyn's. Big brands, small prices.
Just 4 days until the Olympic Winter Games. The anticipation is building and the Olympic fans are ready. But is everyone in Salt Lake City ready? Channel 4's Gordon Tokamatsu is live now at the host city with the very latest on the last-minute scramble there. Gordon?
Well, Colleen, downtown Salt Lake City is literally buzzing with activity tonight. The noise from tractors, earth movers, and the like is deafening in some areas. It's deafening because we're now just 3 days away, and there's lots of work to be done. Tonight in Salt Lake City, the race is on. Not a bobsled competition, not skiers or skaters, rather a race against the clock. This man says he has until 10 Tuesday morning to prepare tenting for pin traders.
Think you're going to work all night?
All night.
It's going to get cold, man.
Yeah, we're geared up for it.
Under frost-bearing skies, workers are doing their best to get acres of downtown real estate ready. That includes Metals Plaza, where the gold, silver, and bronze will be presented. Security is tight because there's no time for mistakes anymore.
There's more roads cordoned off than we thought there would be, but that's what we get for not looking at the map before we came, I guess.
Tonight, metal detectors will be going up around town. The route for the Olympic torch prepped for arrival Thursday. Residents tell us it's confusing, but hopefully things will make more sense by Friday.
To me, it's just wonderful. It's just a few little inconveniences.
Now we're told by local security personnel that some of those restrictions will come down by Friday because, well, the city will be teeming with visitors by then. They have to have someplace to go. Live in Salt Lake City, I'm Gordon Tokamatsu. Back to you.
And Fred Rogan will be along later with sports live from Salt Lake City. And our Channel 4 News team will be reporting live from the Olympic Village throughout the day and night from now through to the closing ceremony.
Detailed jury questioning will begin tomorrow in the fatal dog mauling trial that was moved here from San Francisco. Here you see Marjorie Knoller and Robert Noel, the defendants. The dogs they were caring for mauled a woman to death in their apartment house. Today, the judge ruled that the jury can hear about the defendants' relationship with the prisoners who actually owned the dogs, members of the Aryan Brotherhood prison gang. The San Francisco DA reacted this way tonight.
We feel this is a jury that can understand the facts of this case and that they will get a fair trial, and that we, the people, will also get a fair trial.
The prison gang involved here had the dogs trained for fighting. The case was transferred to Los Angeles because of excessive pretrial publicity up north.
She says a higher power saved her. A local teacher's survival story coming right up.
Also, hikers who needed a lot of help tonight, they got it. We'll show you what happened when they got stuck on a steep Southland cliff.
Plus, you are looking live tonight from our summit cam. Cold temperatures up there. Are we in for a change? Fritz's forecast straight ahead.
And terrorists among us, the list of people the FBI frantically wants to find, and they could be living near you. Our special investigation coming right up.
Our Healthy Heart Week continues tomorrow morning on Today in LA.
See how mapping technology being used in cars is helping save lives. And our special heart test, why each question is so important to your health.
Who's making the biggest sacrifice for the 2002 Olympic Winter Games? I'm Sonia Crawford. We'll tell you who tomorrow, starting at 5 a.m. on Today in LA.
Tomorrow, Katie chats it up with pop princess Britney Spears. The skinny on her music, her man, and her movie.
Only on Today.
Leadership is helping parents take back their school board, which was failing their children.
We put up candidates who would put children first.
Test scores are up 20%. Leadership is using business skills and a 24/7 mentality to repair earthquake-damaged freeways. The normal way, 2 years. The Reardon way, 66 days.
I believe in getting results quickly, thinking outside the box, and sometimes literally throwing the box away.
Dick Reardon for governor, tough enough to turn California around.
The 260 horsepower Acura CL Type S.
Children with Down syndrome are a gift of life.
The Buddy Walk was just an unbelievable experience.
There was just celebration all over, all around us. As a mom, it just really touched my heart.
I tell everybody about how good Walmart has been to us. Their people came out and walked.
They provided lunch.
At Walmart, we have become partners. They love our kids.
That's what we all want, is our children to be accepted for who and what they are. I was very proud of our walk. People cared about our kids.
One by one, 4 stranded teenage boys rescued by helicopter tonight from the face of a cliff in Glendale's Brand Park. They used a cell phone to alert authorities and help direct the rescuers to exactly where they were.
When we got to that point, in order to go down, it would have been, we would never made it.
Somebody's going to sit back and go, why did you guys get yourself into that position to begin with? Stupidity!
Cell phones, a curse and a blessing. All 4 boys escaped without injury, and of course they are thankful to their rescuers, you bet.
All right, Fritz standing by with a look at the weather. Warmer?
Oh, yes. Well, as warm tomorrow, a light to moderate Santa Ana wind with advisories. Here's the valley. A beautiful night tonight, although cool. Northeast winds out of the northeast to the southwest. A closer view of the pristine skies, unlimited visibility, and we really see no change at least for 24 hours. Clear skies tonight, breezy below the canyons and passes, downright windy in wind-prone Santa Ana spots. We'll show you where. Sunny and warmer tomorrow. Here is a look now at the wind advisories until noon tomorrow. The valleys of Riverside, San Bernardino County, Inland Empire, also the Cajon Pass and the Santa Ana Mountains. These are north to northeast winds 30 to 40 miles an hour, in effect until noon tomorrow. Watch your morning travel. Also some dense fog up in the Central Valley. If you're traveling I-5 north, perhaps you're a trucker on your way down there, you want to watch it in the morning hours. 1 to 3 foot surf until you get to San Diego, 2 to 3 or 4 in the morning hours. One more beautiful day, mid-70-degree temperatures. Then we take a couple of days off where we get an onshore flow. That means wispy clouds or a few blowing through. Temperatures coming down a bit, but recovering. Mid-70s again by the weekend. Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, Fritz.
You too.
The federal government gives them a license to fly, but apparently doesn't bother to find out where they live. Tonight, a Channel 4 News special investigation. The FBI on the lookout for pilots, 5,000 of them. Channel 4's Chris Schaubel live at the Van Nuys Airport with the story of the list. Chris?
Well, Colleen, the FAA has a list of pilots that are licensed to fly in this country, though they come from outside of this country, say another country. In fact, a full third of the people on the FAA's list are actually from countries that have been labeled sponsors of terrorism. And tonight, the FAA and the FBI want to know exactly where those pilots are. It's the most coveted permit in the world of aviation, an FAA license to fly in the United States. More than 260,000 pilots from outside of this country hold one. The list was downloaded from the FAA. 35% come from the Middle East. 1,700 are from the nations the U.S. government classifies as sponsors of terrorism.
To the FBI, every airplane is a potentially deadly weapon. So why can't agents find some of these pilots? Well, the address listed on their pilot certification applications is a P.O. box.
According to FAA rules, if an applicant's only address is a post office box, that person has to draw a map to where they live. Trouble is, nobody bothers to check the map.
We take your word. Again, it's an honor system. If you tell me you're from New York, I believe you, until we find out that that's a lie. Well, with the FAA, it's the same thing.
Jeffrey Salen is the chief instructor at a Florida flight school. More than half of his students come from overseas. His flight school sends pilot certification applications to the FAA, even if they include only a P.O. box and a map.
And they make up these maps, which are total, I mean, it might as well be Chinese as far as the names and the directions and what this stuff means, but none of it has ever been rejected.
Congressman Robert Menendez sits on the House Subcommittee on Aviation.
Okay, give me a map to your home. Unverified means that you have given someone a license that today they're a sleeper, and in a year they're someone who's trying to hijack a plane.
The FAA says it doesn't have the resources to research every map, every P.O. box, every pilot.
Well, that's simply not acceptable.
An FBI source says it could take years to track down all of the pilots that come from those nations which are labeled sponsors of terrorism. At the Van Nuys Airport, live, Chris Schaubel, Channel 4 News.
Okay, Chris. She was with several students when they were all hit by a car while on a Southland campus. Coming up, a Southland music teacher shares exclusively how she survived that terrifying ordeal.
Also, a major decision tonight by Paul McCartney. He's about to do something he hasn't done in quite a long time. Plus this.
And it's been kept totally secret until now, a sneak peek at Friday's opening ceremony. And it involves this moose on the loose in Salt Lake City. Don't forget, count them down, 4 days left until the Olympic Winter Games here in the Utah capital.
AccuWeather is sponsored by IKEA, located in Burbank, Orange County, City of Industry, and Carson.
So then I say to Warren, it's not a matter of requisitioning plastic fasteners. Clearly, it's a matter of following protocol. And what's more, these forms need to be filled out in triplicate, so don't look at me like it's my problem, mister. I think I made my point. I mean, what?
There is no need to protect.
In a perfect world, you could eat all the donuts you want. Until then, Nike workout pants, $28.50 at Mervyn's entire stock sale, now through Saturday. Save store-wide on the brands you want most. Like Nike. Mervyn's. Big brands, small prices.
There's a reason Steve's hiding Boca burgers that are meatless with 70% less fat. Steve doesn't know they're meatless with 70% less fat. Boca, so delicious the only way to know is to read the box. That's right, Steve. R-E-A-D, the B-O-X. Boca, the taste will change you.
These are the wonder years, when kids are unique. A time when they seem to change right before your eyes. It's good to know Wonder Bread gives them essential vitamins and minerals, plus 200% more calcium than regular white bread. Because during these years, kids are on a mission. Wonder Bread, helping build strong bodies for generations.
3 young boys suspected of throwing huge rocks onto the freeway and injuring a bus driver. Now their parents could be charged too. I'm Michelle Tuzzi in the ABC7 Broadcast Center. Also coming up right after Oprah, a baby found in a local dumpster. Hear the reluctant teen mom's reason for abandoning her newborn. Then the ads everyone's talking about. See how the Super commercials scored. And keeping girls from wearing clothes that are too sexy too early. Eyewitness News is just 10 minutes away.
Now, here's what we're working on for tomorrow's show.
I'm lucky to have sex once or twice a month.
I pray that it's over within 2 minutes.
Are you having enough sex?
I definitely think our sex drives are incompatible.
It's that I'm just tired.
Dr. Phil goes into the bedroom.
It has been over a year. Robert has one excuse after another.
Whatever's going on with you, you haven't told me.
When sexual appetites don't match. Big problem. That's tomorrow. More to come. Stay with us.
You'll love David's Bridal. Incredible selection, exclusive designs, plus save 15% off dresses and shoes for your entire bridal party. Right now, no money down, 6 months, same as cash. Call for your appointment, 1-800-399-BRIDE.
Grass, check.
Perspiration.
Check.
The Maytag Neptune with Stain Brain makes removing stains all but foolproof.
Thanks.
Well, at least new kids keep them busy.
Maytag Neptune, perfecting the art of stain removal.
These roses need help. Like when Raymond's constipated.
Maureen!
Phillips helps his body work more naturally to relieve constipation. Gently and stimulant-free like nature intended. Sometimes nature needs help. Phillips, the comfortable way.
Duty and service have been the guiding principles of his life. As a young man, he answered his country's call, served in Vietnam, and was awarded the Bronze Star. As governor, he's made education his top priority. He increased funding for education by 30%, reduced class sizes, trained thousands of teachers, and student achievement scores are up 3 years in a row. He built 11 new power plants, putting more power online in 1 year than previous governors did in the last 12. He's defended a woman's right to choose and expanded health insurance to cover children of working families. And under his leadership, California has grown from the 7th to the 5th largest economy in the world, creating 900,000 new jobs. He's repeatedly fought against the early release of criminals and signed the toughest gun safety laws in the nation. He enforced a ban on offshore drilling, supported the death penalty, and won the endorsement of California's police and sheriffs. Governor Gray Davis, effectiveness you can count on.
Big Fat Liar has won the Film Advisory Board's Award of Excellence.
It's true.
They're calling it fun from start to finish.
Oh, don't touch that, don't touch that, don't touch.
And a big treat for the entire family. Big Fat Liar, rated PG.
There is no...
At 5 on Eyewitness News, it's the next stop in the war on terror. Will the Philippines be another Afghanistan or the next Vietnam? Mark Brown journeys into the heart of danger. Then Enron's trouble. Could its problems affect your electric bill? At 5 on ABC 7.
Well, when we first got together, we made a pact.
Yeah, and we agreed I would always be right.
Right.
And the other part of our pact is no babies until we're really ready.
Yeah, like no surprises.
We just want to have our lives together. Save some money together.
I mean, well, starting a family is the biggest decision two people will ever make, so...
Pact is a good thing.
Right. Again.
For no-cost confidential pregnancy prevention services, call 1-866-FAM-PACT.
We were here when your baby was born, when she started school, when she turned 16, and when she learned that taking care of her health was a full-time job. We're Save On, the drugstore you've always counted on for 24-hour pharmacies close by and on the web. And for more things to make your life better and even easier any time of day or night. Save On.
It's Sit and Sleep's President's Sale with the lowest prices of the year.
You're killing me, Larry.
Queen size sets from Simmons, Sealy, Serta, and Spring Air. Selling elsewhere at up to $5.99. Now on sale for just $3.97.
You're killing me, Larry.
Buy now and pay no deposit, no interest, and no payments for 1 whole year and get free local delivery.
You're killing me, Larry.
Call 800-675-3536. Sit and Sleep will beat anyone's advertised price or your mattress is free.
Want to catch the little ones?
Try Gorton's Extra Crunchy Fish Tenders. They're extra tasty, extra crunchy.
And only from Gorton's. Do we know how to reel them in or what?
Great news, ladies. All clubs are celebrating 3 new Linda Evans fitness centers. Join today and you'll get Linda Evans' New You weight loss program free. Plus, no enrollment fee. Call Linda Evans, 1-800-45-LINDA.
It has been a delight to have
you on. Next on Eyewitness News, he claims he married Meg Ryan. Hear an alleged stalker's bizarre story in court. And a Southern California girl disappears in the middle of the night. Plus, how do Southland adults feel about Britney Spears' effect on kids? It's all next.
Guests of the Oprah Winfrey Show stay at the all-suite Omni Hotel, located in the heart of Chicago's Magnificent Mile. Closed captioning provided by the maker of the following product.
Disney presents the legends that celebrate the spirit of our country. Disney's American Legends. Own it on Disney DVD and video February 12th.